Hi, this is Jen Corsi with Thrive Today, and today we thought you would enjoy hearing from our friends Nik and Kristy about how they are handling things during this crazy season.
Hi, we are Nik and Kristy Harrang, and we just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how we're navigating this COVID-19 situation in our family. We're several weeks into this, and I don't know about you, but we're starting to feel a little bit antsy, being stuck in the home, missing our routines, missing friends. I think a lot of us are probably feeling a lot of different things about this. And so we just want to talk to you about one tool we're using to navigate all that in our house.
And the tool talking about is what we're calling tuning in. You could also call it synchronizing and validating. It could also be a term you use as part of it. But basically, it's recognizing what's going on in one another and in our kids, which we'll be talking about in this video, to see what's really going on in them on an emotional level and to mirror that back. And that's what we're calling tuning in. And the reason why it works so powerfully on a brain science level is because we have all these mirror neurons in the right side of our brain. And when someone reflects that they see us, that they understand what we're going through, that they can see how big it is and maybe even put words to it, and we feel like they get it, they understand that, then that can help calm down some of the negative emotions we're feeling, some of the anxiety or the stress or the anger. It can kind of help quiet some of those things when someone tunes into us.
So we're trying to be really intentional about this in our home. A lot of times, even like with our kids, they might be feeling something or processing it, but they might not know like how to talk about it, or they might not even really be aware of what's going on inside. And so we're trying to ask questions to give them opportunities to reflect about what they're feeling and to give words to it. A couple simple questions you can ask are, simply, how are you feeling? What are the thoughts that are going on for you right now? Or asking, what's something that you're enjoying about this change of pace in this new season? What's something you miss? Or what's a challenge that you're facing? Or you could just ask, do you have any questions about what's going on? Is there anything you're curious about? And then we also try to just mirror back what we're seeing. So when we're starting to see amplified levels of frustration or shortness or anger or maybe sadness and lethargy, trying to mirror back, like, hey, I'm noticing that I'm seeing this. How are you doing? And just to be able to bring it to the light and give them space to talk about it. We really take advantage of bedtime. That's a great time to snuggle in with our kids, smile at them, and then just ask questions and have conversations and let them, again, have that space to talk about what's going on inside of them.
And we found that bedtime is a great time because it's at the end of the day and they're starting usually to calm down and quiet on their body level and their emotions are following. And sometimes when we see things happening amongst our kids as siblings, if we try to fix it right in the moment or address it right in the moment, sometimes we can, and we can mirror and engage and talk about what's going on, and it can work well. And other times it doesn't work well. If they're really angry, they're really upset, sometimes we realize, hey, what they need now is to kind of quiet their big emotions, just kind of come down from what they've been feeling. One thing I've learned is that when your big emotions go up, your logical kind of feeling goes down, and words don't really help a whole lot. So it doesn't mean we don't address it. It just means that we don't have to fix everything right now, but we can come back in a few minutes or a few hours, or again, bedtime is a great time to like, hey, I noticed earlier today you were kind of having a hard time, and what do you think's going on? Or just being able to talk about that and pray about that, or just touch base on the heart level of things that are going on has been really, really helpful.
No, that's good. So as we wrap up, I just want to mention two quick things. The first is that as parents, we probably are going through our own big emotions. And I noticed this weekend I was really on edge, and we need to give ourselves lots of grace. It's hard to attune to others when we ourselves have big emotions and things going on. So we need to first tune in to what's going on inside of us, be gracious and kind to ourselves, process those things with our spouses, our friends, with God, so that we have more capacity to care for our kiddos and tune into them. I also want to mention that if you are alone, maybe you live with people you don't know very well, or you're living by yourself, you can attune into yourself, and just be aware of what's going on inside. And then once you're noticing that, give someone a call and ask if you can process through it with them and ask them how they're doing. This is something that you can still do even if you're not living right with somebody.
Yeah, and the manual journaling tool is a great way to experience Jesus tuning into you. So if you're familiar with that, I encourage you to use that regularly. We hope this has been helpful for you and hope that you'll continue to learn about and utilize the 19 relational brain skills that help all of our relationships thrive.
Thanks.